is very loud and proud about who she is, and she is so accepted in her family, and she wants to be even louder than I even allow right now at her age, which I think is so silly, but like, I don't know, I'm just trying to navigate it. So
hi guys, how's it going? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Sunny. I'm gonna try and do a little bit of a thing. We're gonna be talking about Jesssfam today. I don't cover Jesssfam. I follow her on YouTube, TikTok and Instagram purely, like I do with everyone else I cover, purely just so I can actually get a picture of what they're doing, what's going on, if I miss anything. Typically I follow a lot of people, and if someone's doing something that's a bit mischievous, then I do see it. So this did pop up on my YouTube feed.
Parent jail it is. Parent jail I belong.
And because I covered the Coney Jolies a lot, and I've covered the McLeod fam. Who else has done this? I've covered a few different creators, and when they then start exploiting their children who are wanting to come out as gay, to be transgender, like Edie, in Edie's case, I never dismiss the claims. I never dismiss the fact that this isn't what's really going on. I dismiss and despise the fact that their parents decide to take this bit of information and spread it out to the world in a bid to make some quick, fast, hard, cold cash. You know what I mean? It's just the way that I think of it. I think that the way that Jess did this was just extremely straight. It wasn't anything to do with the video. It's infuriating. I don't know a lot about Jess, so please teach me in the comments. I think I've covered her once or twice. I don't know a great deal about her. Her content, I never used to watch her content before doing commentary. So I find that if I don't watch creators before I do commentary, and then I don't really see anything that I click with, because first and foremost, I don't enjoy family channels really as a whole. However, there are some family channels that if I'm asked to do commentary on them, or I want something to talk about, or I want to watch something new and discuss stuff that I find, I've got to have enough interest in the actual adults or something. You've got to hook me a little bit. Otherwise, sitting through a whole month's worth of content or a week's worth of content and actually pay attention to it is just, it's a chore. It's a chore. Just like a viewer, it's a chore. She's basically made this whole entire video about her daughter who wants to come out as gay, and once again, nothing the matter with that. But why are you using that? Why are you exploiting that?
Is very loud and proud about who she is, and she is so accepted in her family, and she wants to be even louder than I even allow right now at her age, which I think is so silly, but like, I don't know, I'm just trying to navigate it. So
one thing that Jess doesn't quite understand is the fact that she grew up a lot with the fact that she's always been like a family vlogger. Of what I know about her, she's always been in the spotlight. So because of that, when she says stuff like, oh, you know, she's saying more than stuff than I would allow, and I'm, you know, she doesn't really understand it. I can't quite work out if she's saying that she doesn't quite understand it from the element that she doesn't think her child should have a sexuality or whatever at that age, or she doesn't think she should be putting it out on the internet. I don't think even she's really that sure, and she doesn't really clarify it.
Is it okay if I continue to share this on here?
Yes. In fact, I wish you would share it more.
You heard it, folks.
Like I've already said, you can see absolute dollar signs when she is talking, and she's realized that her daughter actually wants to speak more about this topic, because this is like a massive payday for her. Not that she doesn't already earn a lot of money, but do you see what I mean? All fun and games. You do not, I'm sorry, I'm going to say this, you do not understand the gravity of the internet and the way the internet works until you get to a certain age. I am 26, 27 this year. That often surprises people, but I have only now really gotten the fact that the internet is quite literally forever, and I only really understand the gravity of it now. And even then, like, things are constantly evolving. You're never really like 100% clued up on it. A 12-year-old doesn't really know a lot about that. Taking away like what she wants to share to the side, she may turn around and not want this online one day, where there's this thing come out recently with a YouTuber, like, and they're all suing the parents and whatnot. I've forgotten what they're called, Piper, Rochelle, something. Anyway, I'll maybe show you a clip if I can find it.
She's amassed more than 10 million followers on YouTube, shooting silly videos with her friends. Now Lisa Guerrero reports some of those now former friends and their parents are suing, alleging they were exploited.
You may want it on the internet one minute and then you may not want it on the next, and the fact that her mum can't take a step back and actually go, ooh, is this in the best interest of my child, or is this in the best interest of my wallet, just makes me absolutely bamboozle my head. The whole thing with this is that her mum was just acting like it was complete and utter payday, and this wasn't even really what the video was about. The whole entire video was actually about spring cleaning.
A deep clean, declutter day.
But for some bizarre reason, they decided to choose this thumbnail and put it up. And I have spoken at length about the way that Jonathan and Anna heavily exploit Edie with the Saucony Jolies. I have talked about the McLeod fam and how they do it. I can't help but feel that nowadays they are turning and spinning this on its head. A lot of family channels are seeing this as something that is really, really relevant and hot topic, and all of these things happening with their kids, and their kids wanting to come out as gay or to be girl, boy, whatever. All of this might be genuine, and that's not what I'm dismissing, but you can't help but notice that because the LGBTQ plus community is widely more accepted now, like widely more accepted pretty much than it's ever been, influencers and YouTubers and family channels are seeing this in their kids, are seeing this with themselves, and they are exploiting it, and they're seeing it as a money grab, and they're seeing it as payday. I'm not saying that they don't accept their children and whatnot, but you can't tell me that is the nicest thing, that's the fairest and most loving thing you can do to your child, is by seeing something, seeing this in your child and going, ah yeah, I'm going to use this to make loads of money. I guarantee this will not be the last time that Jess brings this up. It will not be the last time that Jess uses this in a thumbnail, whatever. You only have to look at the McLeod fam and the Saucony Jolies, sorry it's my dog, to realise just what is going on, and the fact that as soon as you put these keywords into your title, description, tag, regardless of the fact that this is actually what their child wants to do, you cannot do that to your child, because they may go the opposite way one day. They may suddenly decide, hey, that was actually like something that I considered in my past. I'm not gonna lie, when I was like 15, 16, I've had periods where I went, oh, actually, am I a lesbian? Am I gay? I don't know, because you're still figuring yourself out. But the parents have taken that and put it online. What happens if she turns around and goes, oh yeah, that was actually just like a summer where I was just thinking like maybe, because they haven't figured it out yet. But the parents take it and they use it, and because they're such a big family channel, that is then documented, and that is then used as painting a picture of this child, of this person, before they even reach adulthood. I went through so many different phases when I was a teenager. I went through the worst stages when I was a teenager. In some cases, I was literally the worst teenager in the whole entire planet. Name it, I done it. I was awful. I was horrendous. I was a completely different person. And anyone who knows me in real life would say exactly the same thing. And if anyone ever came to me and went like, oh, that Amy, oh God, you used to be like this, weren't you? When you were 16, you used to do this, you used to do that and this and that. And I go, yeah, I did. You change your mind. And even if they don't change their mind, they may later on regret to have this amount of information out there about them, even if they don't change their mind. And that's all I'm gonna say. So many comments where people have like quite literally turned around and gone, no, I used to support you. One of my worst fears is the fact I've got these in my ear and he swallows them, so I don't have them in as much. Good boy. He's my little angel. But we've just gotten past the whole, he doesn't really like nip and mouth, you know, puppies do that. He's only 5 months, believe it or not, because he's a Doberman. Very big. So luckily I've got so many different toys and it's usually fine. No! Someone's at the door. It's the postman. Yeah, go and investigate. It's literally the postman. It's the postman. It's the postman. Postman. He's dopey and soft as anything, but he's going through that phase where like we have there's a sheepdog on the farm, and the sheepdog, like soft as anything, will alert. he now does it as well. But so many of her fans right now are turning around and they're going like, I can't support this, this is one step too far. And usually when this happens, when parents start exploiting this aspect about their children, you have a major divide, plus a lot of people then joining in who love the fact that she's sharing this about her kid. Some people love to support it, but you'll have some people that were followers who are going, don't really want that anymore, and then other people going, oh, I heavily support this. So it can literally go two ways with a load of people flooding in, and this is just something that I've picked up on over the year. It literally is the year-long anniversary of me doing commentary. So this is just something I have picked up, and I'm sure you guys have as well. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it made some sense. I'm sorry if my dog was like barking or getting involved with the postman. He's just like, I want to protect my turf, mum. Did I do a good job? And it's like, I suppose it's because the other dog barks as well. It's like, in fact, I've never gone into a house where a dog has not barked. But yeah, he does that up at the postman. It's like, poor postman, he's just trying to deliver his post and he gets two dogs, like, ruff, ruff, ruff. Anyway, have a wonderful day wherever you are in this world. Take care of each other, take care of yourselves, and I'll catch up with you guys in the next video.